All right, my bros, here's where we're at. Yesterday, I just took a paintbrush and applied the primer because I just wanted to test it. It's a new brand. I'll show you in just a second. There it is. So I've never used that primer before, so I always like to test a new product before using it, and it looks like it's pretty good, but it's turning out pretty good. Pretty well. And also just to protect from rust here, because here is not stainless, so this gets sanded off easily. So I already did a little bit of sanding here, and it's turned out really nice. Also applied the undercoating. Applied some undercoating there. Finished repairing there. I am gonna grind some of that off. Another piece of repair there. And that ended up just welding a flat bar, stainless flat bar. Pretty thick, I think that's like a 2.5 millimeter thick. Just underneath so that I don't raise the height of the whole fender. Probably gonna hammer this down a little bit, but it doesn't matter too much. It's not gonna be seen, and it is stainless, so it would be nice to take the time to cut off the steel part and just weld in the flat bar, but that's a lot more work, and it's so I'm gonna pass. So on this side, the only thing I also did was weld the bottom there. Just opening up, separating, and it looks to me as if, you look at this, I'm pretty sure this was glued, like factory glued, which is absolutely, revolting, to say the least. But anyways, that's all welded in on that side as well. All welded in. Weld a little patch there. Still gotta do some grinding. So I decided to take the fender off on this side as well. I mean, why not? I'm gonna do a complete job here. And I was thinking, if that corner was rotten, this corner is probably also going to be rotten. And sure enough, there it is. I was thinking that side was going to be worse than this side. This side wouldn't be as bad because the reason that side was so bad was because we had that hole at the very top, and this side doesn't have that hole. But it does look a bit suspicious here. But from what I can tell, that's just surface rust, so I'll leave that alone for now. And what was happening was water was getting in from there, and it was getting in from the top and just pouring down and rotting everything in its path. So this side probably, because we didn't have that hole, wasn't as bad. And indeed, it doesn't look as bad as that side. So first thing I did was, we still had that gap between the two parts of the body. As you can see, there's the gap. I just cut out two pieces actually of fairly thick stainless flat bar. Just hammered them in, then welded. Right here, hammered them in. And you can see there. That's our piece of flat bar here. Just hammered in there, welded, grinded, and then lay this piece on top. And I'm really proud here. This is turning out really nice. Considering this is all I'm using, a hammer. This is turning out real fucking nice. As you can see, it's really following the curve really nicely. And on this side, instead of hammering doing the primitive body work on the floor and on the rim, I used a little bit less thick sheet here, but it's still very fucking thick, as you can see. And the reason I did that, went a little bit less thick. I'm not going to say thinner because I don't use any thin crap. It's all thick. So the reason I went a little bit less thick was so that I could just bend it on the spot here. So I cut out a flat piece. This piece was flat. Then I welded the section, hammered it, made this curve, and then just followed the curve with the hammer like that. And formed the curve, and then welded here, obviously, using the block of ice, just as before. This part was kind of bent inward. It was squashed inward, so I filled that in with these welds. And once that's grinded off, it's going to be nice and flat and solid. And then just welded another little piece in here. And going back to where the original panel was at. This part had like that much body filler. It was just, I was chiseling the body filler out with literally a chisel. Giant chunks were coming out. I think I threw them away already. I cleaned it up. But it was disgusting. So now we're getting to where it's back to steel. And let's just grind it off. This is going to be really nice and strong. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the grinder with the cutting wheel, and I'm just going to cut this part off here. Just following, you see, I didn't cut off the old piece just yet. I'm not going to leave it. Don't worry. This rotten piece, it's not. I could still leave it, like it wouldn't be a big deal because I'm using stainless. But it's it's workplace. It's like common practice to remove the old crap so you don't have crap inside the body. But anyways, the reason why I didn't do that just yet is because I need to have something to follow. So once I've cut this curve out, it's following the original panel, then I can cut this crappy rust out. But I can't cut it yet because I need to follow it. I need to use it as a guide. I just can't stop feeling that. It's just so fucking nice. It's really turning out really nice. So once that's done, there's still a little bit there, a little piece that needs quick repair there. Some small repairs here. Get rid of those big pinholes. Clean this up a little bit. And this part here, it's actually cracked. It's not so much that it's rusted, it's cracked. So it looks to me as if they took a sledgehammer to this corner here so that you could fit a bigger battery in. So there's more space. So originally I think there would be a lump limit the battery size, so it's actually pretty good what they did. So yeah, that's once this is done, then all I will have to do is take care of some of these little secondary spots here and here as well. Some termites there, rust termites here and there. You know, these pieces where it's like hidden, I just slap a piece of that stainless flat bar, just weld the crap out of it, and it's not really going to be seen, and it's not really a big deal. So yeah, stay tuned.